Good morning, teacher. Today I'm going to talk about heat transfer. To start, we have thermal energy, that is the measuring for all the energy motion in a substance. As we can see here in the GIF that we have here, um, there are particles that are moving, and the thermal energy is basically the measuring of this motion. How is heat measured? Um, the thermometer is the principal instrument to measure heat because it moves depending the heat um, with a liquid that have inside that it could be mercury or colored alcohol. That is the red thing that we can see here in the thermometer moving or dancing. Heat transferred. Also, heat can be transferred by different ways. The convection is one of them. That is the movement of particles in a substance created this heat. Um, for example, in the first uh, part of the presentation, we can see that the particles were moving. This is known as convection transfer because the moving of the particles create this heat. Also, conduction, that is when two substances are in direct contact, um, like for example a pan when it's in the stove and the fire it is close to it, and then we touch the pan, it is hot because we have direct contact with a hot pan. There is conduction. And also the radiation is transferred by electromagnetic waves. One example, and the most known example, is the sun. The sun transfer electromagnetic waves, and that cause us heat. Also, as we know, there are a lot of ways to transfer this heat, um, like the conduction, the convection, and the radiation. Right? But all of these, or most of them, are located in the troposphere. Uh, and also, um, logically, we can say that the troposphere can be heated. But that not only the usually forms that we see here, that are the convection, conduction, and radiation, but this form is called the convection currents, that we can see the fire, the blue fire, and the orange fire that are moving the two and creating some currents that creates heat. As we can say, the blue fire can be like cold air, and the orange fire can be hot air, and that create convection currents. Um, Most of this topic, I think it is known by most of you, but it is very interesting knowing more about it because we understand how the maybe the food is making hotter, or maybe how the doctors use a thermometer. and also how this is measured. Also, I didn't put here in the presentation, but um, in the measure of the thermometer, we can see some numbers that are in the black lines here in the thermometer. Um, the black lines have two sides, the right side and the left side. Each one of them have different type of measures that are Fahrenheit and Celsius. Um, Also, it is measured by degrees. Like, for example, 60 degrees in Celsius, for example. Fahrenheit had a number and Celsius had another. But we can change to Fahrenheit from Fahrenheit to Celsius. And the formula of it is the number of Fahrenheit minus 32 divided into 0.8. So that is a way to transform the Fahrenheit numbers to Celsius numbers if we don't have the numbers in the thermometer. And that is also I wish that you understand most of the all of the presentation um, and stay at home.